All right, let me stop that, because if I don't stop that, we're just gonna do this all day and night.
Going.
Oh, greetings everyone, and welcome back to another special episode of Top Rope Wrestling Talk, coming to you for the first time on a Friday night, and for the first time with Mr. Baby Yoda himself, Jose.
He's my Mandalorian.
Yeah,
He takes care
not. Wait. Not that Jose. Clearly, you can tell the difference. There's no clown nose. There's no Wish.com shirt, and that beard is just majestic. I mean, fuck Bruce. No, can't say that. Gonna get mad at me.
Job.
And of course, as we all know, joining us as usual is the wonderful Baby Yoda herself, which I can't find the sound. One more time. And I am the one and only South Philly Psycho, Dom.
Hey, yo!
And we have an absolute slew of shit to talk about. So much that we were actually talking about it for almost an hour before we came on.
We were. We got a little too into it.
So I think we should start with probably the biggest news of the week, and that was AEW getting its nice chunk of contract extension.
That's pretty awesome.
It's technically a 3-year deal, good for about $45 million a year, and there's an option for 2024, but that's obviously at a much higher rate.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna start off slow, 3 years, and then work our way up. 45 first, and then.
Well, TNT's been hurt.
Oh, that's true. TNT has been burned.
They have, but they seem to understand, especially like this year with the ratings pouring in and damn near like 1 million people each week watching live and killing their competition. That like we got to get this now before. If they get any further, we're gonna be throwing 55 and 60 million at them. We better do this now.
The babies.
And
CW started off really slow, so I mean they would not have gotten if it were happening today, it wouldn't have gotten the chunk of change that AEW got, if you ask me.
That's true, but WCW didn't start off like AEW did, where it's just like, oh, you're a new company, congratulations, you're on national TV, go.
AEW started off with like a bang, and just like the press conferences, the show, like the big pay-per-view beforehand, and it was like, hey everybody, whereas WCW was like, we have a show.
Yo, we're over here. We're on TBS at 7:05.
Yeah.
We go off at 7:45. Come check us out. It was, but again, going back to Doomsday from a couple of weeks ago, where Dave Meltzer had said, "Mark my words, if this is all AEW can do, they're doomed to fail." And now they've got this money in the bank and financial.
They're like, you were saying, Dave. What was
they're like they're pulling the Hulk Hogan. They're just what?
Yeah, right. What?
You got something to say? Huh?
And all I hear from Dave is crickets, just chirp, chirp.
No, because Dave always has something to say. But they just...
Yeah.
What was that? It doesn't matter what you have to say.
They're like, you could take that tweet and stick it straight up your candy ass because we're rich.
Exactly.
and I mean, it's a lot in 3 months, basically.
Yeah.
It is.
They've been on TV since October and beginning of January. They're like, here's a new deal. Take the money, run, go, do your thing.
Like, oh my God, do it. Do the stuffs and the wrestlings and the tope suicidas. Do it.
Or the suicide dives. Stop arguing.
Suicide.
And
Stop. Every time I hear it, I just want to hit that man in the throat.
What, for tope suicida?
Yeah.
Oh, Excalibur. Yeah, I don't hate him. I don't love him. I just kind of sit there like,
Just explain who he is.
Oh yeah, because it's like only diehard fans would know.
Yeah, like it's like
I
oh
mean, dude retired some 12, 13 years ago. So to trot him back out,
But didn't the announcement come out that they signed on Taz?
yeah.
I was gonna get to that, but yes, and I'm excited
So
because they've also
excited.
Taz is all elite,
Yeah.
and part of this agreement is they're getting another show on Turner Networks. They didn't say which one, but they're getting another show. Taz is now signed on. Things are going good, and you know, with all this new money, obviously people are saying, well, you know, now AEW has money to kind of go out, break the bank, and sign some of these people that are unhappy with WWE, possibly leaving WWE, getting
Snatching
sick
everybody.
of.
Oh yeah, definitely snatching up ROH people. They should. They really should.
They really should. But you know, it brought me to a wonderful thought, a wonderful segment in my head that I like to call "One man's trash is another man's treasure." Because we've got some people that either say they're leaving WWE or are telling you when their contracts are up. Maybe we go through and just decide whether, not exactly if AEW should sign it, but where these wrestlers should land going forward. Like, would they be okay in AEW? Would they work out better in NWA? Would somebody want to plague these people with ROH like Marty Skrull?
You know, I don't know how people. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, we're gonna circle back because Lord knows if we don't talk about it, Bruce will, and we've got Sunday. So let's start out with Trash and Treasure, a team that kind of left WWE a few months ago, probably coming up on that, you know, probably coming up on their 90 days in their contract, and you know, they've been doing little stuff here and there, but haven't really signed on anywhere. That's the Ascension. I know they started out pretty hot. Like in NXT, they were great. They came to WWE, they looked hot, and then all of a sudden they got this angle where they were just dissing legendary tag teams left and right, and that pretty much buried them.
Weird for them because in NXT weren't they like dark and brooding, and they were great in NXT.
Yeah.
They were fucking great. But then they were called up.
I like how they traded the Ascension to now it's like Vikings.
No, it's a whole other team. Baby.
I know.
Oh yeah. They like it's like we're done with the Ascension.
And then they
Let's
got,
move on to
they got
Vikings.
Vikings.
But he's
You know the bad guys from Conan the Barbarian? Yeah, let's
Yes.
get rid of them. I heard Vikings a good show. I'm like, Vince, are you getting your ideas from Pinterest?
He has a Pinterest wrestling wall in his account.
like, oh, Mad Max 2020 is out. Oh, the Ascension, all good stuff. And then all of a sudden now Vikings is a big deal. Oh, Viking experience. No Raiders. No Viking Raider experience.
Pinterest is on like a 20-year gap because it's for like moms. He doesn't know that. He thinks it's like
he thinks it's like
he
all
thinks
up
he
to
has his
date.
like his finger on the pulse.
I know what the
Makes me-
kids want.
It just makes me laugh because I bet none of us have a Pinterest account, but my wife does, and she's a mom. So
I actually have a Pinterest account.
They have
Oh.
recipes on
I
there.
collect recipes. It's called Kitchen Chemistry.
Okay, fair enough. I thought we were on this.
I feel like an
Blew
ass.
my theory out of the water. Okay.
So much for
But
that.
yeah, why don't we?
Around. Oh, Mr. Baby Yoda has a Pinterest.
But where would you let's start with Baby Yoda. Where do you think the Ascension should end up as far as major promotion?
As we were saying previously before we started recording, I have to agree with what was said. They should go to AEW. And it would be interesting to see them with the Dark Order as kind of like muscle and not just the Gimps being the muscle. Because the Gimps are really the chair. Let's call it what it is.
They're Human Throne.
Yeah, the chair.
Who probably play Human Centipede.
Oh, they're a human throne for the orangutan from Planet of the Apes.
Also known as Evil Uno.
Uno. And they do this for hitting Dustin Road. Mile away hits. This shit was hysterical, man. Did you see that video?
No,
Bro, I'll have to find it.
So bad.
It was
It was it the last Dynamite of last year where they jumped in the ring and they started beating up the Elite? one of the gimps jumped on Dustin Rhodes, and when the camera hits him, like if Dustin Rhodes' head is mine, he's punching him like this.
Yeah, like it was way, and he's got the hold the head thing, and Rhodes is just like but he's like
You know what that guy was? You know what that
so
extra was
hysterical.
thinking? That extra was thinking, this man pays my checks.
That's his brother.
Yeah, yeah.
Close enough.
His brother's
If I hurt this dude, Cody's not going to sign my check.
I guess my turn.
Yeah,
What do you say?
sure.
Go ahead.
Special guest.
You know what? I'm gonna go off kilter. The
Oh.
Ascension, yes, but you know what? They probably are pretty tired of that whole gimmick, and I would see them better in NWA. They look like a type of duo that could tell the story in the ring instead of doing gimmicks.
Would you book them almost Legion of Doomy?
Yeah, like just have them like you know how would they have the hillbilly guys
Yeah,
on
yeah,
NWA?
yeah.
Yeah, just someone that can basically rival them.
All right, all right.
I actually like that.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I like that. I like that.
You know,
I
someone
was
can give
actually
the wild cards a run.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking get the Ascension in NWA as well because they're kind of a ground and pound smash mouth type team. You know, there's a lot of different teams that they could kind of just, you know, feud with and have good matches with. And they're pretty decent at cutting a promo. You haven't really seen all that they can do because somebody's handing them what to say.
That's true.
But I think in NWA they just seem to fit a little bit better, and they might be tired of like the dark Mad Max apocalypse gimmick, or want to step out and kind of be a little bit more featured. Where I don't know, AEW has so many tag teams, it seems like they already have teams kind of falling through the cracks.
Oh, that makes
I mean,
sense.
my
Yeah.
favorite team, the Lucha Bros, are 0-3 and going nowhere. It's like, come on.
Dick and my boy is proud and powerful, and I'm like, y'all, why you gotta jip us brown people?
Well, the other thing is, I also feel that in NWA, it works better because they need more tag teams.
Yeah, they
And
do.
AEW really needs to fix their tag team kind of
Division?
dynamic division. They have a bunch of tag teams that like instead of like working together just feels like a constant like we're both in the ring and I'm like if this is just
Do you
both,
mean like Paige and Omega?
yeah like it's constantly like high five shadow tag I'm coming in we'll do a double move
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love
when is the
that.
guy leaving
Well,
is the
yeah.
guy
With
leaving
they did that whole thing in AEW where instead of like you make a tag, you have a 5 count to get out of the ring. They give you 10.
oh yeah
Yeah.
So there's a lot more tandem offense in AEW than there is in other in other companies. But then they also let people just go fucking bananas and like
Yeah,
get
they really do.
like that fatal 4-way tag match. I mean, there were barely even any tags, but everybody's jumping over the top and everybody's pulling tandem offense left and right. And I'm having trouble keeping up. I'm like, sensory overload, help!
And anymore, like they're
yeah it
what?
was very
It was
like-
intense.
I had to get my blinders on for a minute. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm
Okay.
taking it back.
they have like three or four tag people
Yeah.
I'm like I get confused I'm like okay who is the legal man
Uh,
are we not caring anymore
it drives
Right?
me crazy
In
they-
AEW, it's like it doesn't matter. It just
But when they
doesn't.
do those tag matches where like you can tag in anybody from any team, and it's like I'm team A, he's team B, and he blind tags me. Like,
Yeah.
but I was in the middle of something, bro.
And even
like,
if it's not spoken, it seems like in AEW they just go on like lucha rules for tag teams. Like somebody gets thrown out of the ring, the other guy just comes in.
Yeah.
You don't need a tag, just jump in the ring.
But my other observation is that AEW only has actually 3 tag teams.
what is it?
The what is it? The
Proud and powerful.
Proud and Powerful.
Yes.
The Elite.
The Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks. And
Like you mean 3 main ones?
just 3 people that actually have worked together as tag teams.
Well, no, because was it Private Party have been together since like
oh, and Private
2015.
Party. That's it. Private
Yeah, even the Dark Order were together. They just couldn't use their name when they got to AEW because they used to be the Super Smash Brothers, which
Yeah.
is clearly trademarked. So when they came in, they had to come up with a whole new
Only fair.
everything, basically, except for Stu with the loincloth. I don't know what that's about.
The thing is with the Dark Order, is it even a tag team? It just keeps.
Yeah, they do a lot of singles, and when they do tag teams, what's his name? Loincloth is the one who carries them, and Evil Uno is like heaving all over the place and lumbering and just.
The orangutan with the wrestler mask.
Yeah, and he looks so exhausted all the time.
With the orangutan titties.
Like he's so out of breath.
The orangutan titty.
Walking around.
Save me, Doctor.
Dr. Zayas.
Zayas. Dr. Zayas. Give me your milk. Give me your orangutan titty milk.
Yeah, I mean,
would be great with the chair if one of the two of the gimps came up and just suckled
started
him.
nursing on him.
Oh my God, no!
And then he just looks into the camera and just.
We don't want to get them banned from TNT. We don't need.
They're already pushing it, saying shit a lot.
My Wednesday night would be much worse if they get banned from TNT.
That Hellraiser vibe. And he just looks at the camera. He's like, "Such pleasures."
Now I'm just picturing Evil Uno in like a whipped cream bikini.
God, that's a lot of cream.
It really is.
Oh, dude.
You got like 2 cans in each hand. Come here.
Cans, my man. That's buckets.
Those are buckets of cream. It's being slathered on him. Chucks.
Use a roller. Let's go. We're pressed
Let's
on
go.
Oh.
We got a lot of surface to cover.
No, wait, we're joking.
Forget it. There's no time.
We're joking. He's great. They're great. We really. For anybody listening to this on our podcast platforms, they're great. They're great. We're not. We're just kidding.
Dark.
Okay, so let's the next person on the list of trash and treasure would be Luke Harper, or you may know him as Brody Lee. Where do we think he'd end up as far as promotions? Should we let the lady go first again? Because I'm still trying to be a gentleman this year. I'm trying.
She started. Let's
round robin this.
Let's round robin.
All right, you go first.
Me? Okay. Luke Harper or Brody Lee, whatever you want to call him, I could really see him in AEW. I mean, they keep saying that, that promotion needs big men. Some people are even known to call it all petite wrestling. Mainly because their big men don't fight. I mean, they have Hager and they have Wardlow. They just don't put him in a ring for whatever reason.
Same thing. Doesn't even speak.
I'm sure it's kind of contractual too, because not all these guys are AEW exclusive, so they put them out there, but they won't put them in a ring until wherever they're. Like Hager's got Bellator, MJF had MLW, that's done. Wardlow might have been signed somewhere else. I can't remember if he was. I'd seen like 5 matches from him before he even debuted on AEW. Dressed as his partner. With my faux berry tie, and but I could see Brody Lee going to AEW and being that like tremendous big man that they need, because that dude is knucking futz in a goddamn ring. I mean, he's technical. He can be a goddamn savage. He's a great worker. He's pretty good on a mic, even though you wouldn't know it from WWE.
Yeah, like if given the opportunity to fly, I think he would definitely.
So it feels like the right fit in my book.
Yeah.
Why don't we go to Jose next, since we're round robin this year?
Okay. I would say AEW, but I'm going to punish them. New Japan, man, run.
Oh, that would be good too, though.
He started there.
Mm-hmm.
He can build back up his reputation. WWE really did a number on him in the eyes of the audience.
They really did.
He can kind of start fresh, pick his name up, get his name on the lips of all the indie marks, and then come back home.
Yeah. No, that's good. Thinking about New Japan, I could already see him like going toe to toe with like Lance Archer right now.
What's his name that died in Puerto Rico?
Oh, Bruiser Brody.
Yeah. He could be the Bruiser
Oh my God,
Brody
he could.
of this
Yeah,
Generation.
he really could. Like I could seriously see like him and Lance Archer going to war like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just two big dudes that are great workers. I mean, Archer showed that a little bit with the U.S. title lately, and throughout his career a little bit. But he's really kind of coming to his own, and Brody Lee looking to kind of get back into the groove. Like that would be a good match to just really let him show out. So I could see that. Baby Yoda, where would you see him going?
I almost want to throw him to NWA because it has that really great nostalgic feel. But some of these old guys, the Rockers, I'm
Oh
like,
God.
pasture. Let's bring in someone else, man.
Is someone just winding these men up, or
Hashtag elderly abuse?
Yes, elder abuse all the way.
if I want to see the two crypt keepers get the crap kicked out of them, one of them barely looks straight.
Yo, like he's got one eye here and the other one here, and what eye am I
I'm
looking
seriously
into?
worried for this elderly man's health. He can't look at me in the camera.
He's looking at me here, but then he's off here somewhere.
That man is over here like.
Poor Robert Gibson.
Do most of the talking. The white-haired dude.
Because he can't figure out where to look.
And he's poor Robert Gibson. It's like I love. Don't get me wrong. I love the Rock and Roll Express, and they've been around forever, like damn near 40 years. But why?
Yeah,
Why? That was also one of the reasons I stuck the Ascension in NWA, because the Rockers can't last much, or the Rock and Roll Express, they can't last much longer.
And how many times are we gonna watch like the wild cards get the crap kicked out of them by senior citizens?
Right?
Like, it makes no sense.
That's a messed up thing. That's a messed up thing, though. Like putting the Rockers in the ring with any young tag team looks bad all around. Because if the Rockers you got your asses handed to you by old dudes. If they beat the Rockers, you just beat a bunch of old dudes.
Whoa, Booker T, where'd you come from?
That was that. No, I can't even. I can't look. I'm afraid to look. Are they okay now? I can't.
The less you know, Dom, the better. Close your eyes.
I feel like I need to dip out of.
What was in that cider?
Like when the minute whoa Booker T, all I heard in my mind was say what? Or shots fired. It's oh man, okay. So we're gonna pretend like they're still on speaking terms and continue with the show.
We're still married for another 10 minutes.
Right, or until whenever we hear the music next. That's Sammy. She might actually be single. That's all.
That's a head shake.
She's not into toddlers.
Man. Okay, one more time. It's true though.
Really.
All right, so the next person on the list is somebody who has been pretty much dogged out by WWE since the day that he got there, and I want to feel sorry for him, but he's kind of a dick. And that would be EC3.
Ethan Carter the Third.
He is in the top 1% of buried 12 feet under.
1%. Anyone who used to go to Nova Pro who goes to Crab will totally get that one.
But yeah, so it's I mean, he's talented. I'll give him that.
He is, yeah.
Dick, but he's talented. I mean, there's another guy that Bruce loves with 3 initials that does pretty well on another company, but
3 letters, man.
All right, so 3F1, they're about the same person is all I'm saying. It's like somehow they both just are going to end up on Maury Povich. It was like Alberto Del Rio, and the results are in. You are the father. See. But okay, so
We're digressing. Jose, you're up to bat.
so I'm up.
You're up to bat.
EC3. I would actually give him to AEW to be a side piece for MJF.
Ooh, flanked by two big dudes.
Yeah, EC3, very talented, not so strong on the mic.
I don't know if my panties can handle that much sweetness.
Not so strong on the mic. He's okay in the ring. Like, he's not as strong. He's good. He has good physique. But, MJF can be his talking piece, and Wardlow and him can be the muscle.
yeah, it would almost give you like that dynasty feel from MLW in AEW.
Oh, it would.
I really like that. I do. I think. Wait, is it my turn now, or is it?
Yeah, go for it.
All of a sudden, Night at the Roxbury. You. Well, that's not.
The window again.
Okay, so if I were to put EC3 anywhere, I would say NWA again, and the only reason I say that is because he worked with Billy and a lot of the guys on that roster, and they got a lot out of him at that point. He was kind of damn near carrying the company at that point, regardless of how they were doing, and no fault of William Patrick Corgan whatsoever. That was all Dixieland, but
it was all EC3's aunt.
aunt.
Kayfabe.
Kayfabe. The only thing she did good for him was give him his last name, and that was it.
That was it. Yeah. Right.
But he did kind of work very well in that environment with that damn near same roster that they have in NWA. So I think put him back there, he could definitely succeed. Anywhere he would end up like on my television every once in a while would be nice. I'm not saying I need him like every fucking week, but to have him like completely just, the missing poster has been up for like 2 years now.
Yes. Oh my God.
And even in an article, Vince McMahon basically said he gave up on him right after they signed him.
Just so messed up. I was like, dude, for real? Like, you didn't even give the dude a chance. You were just like, now that I have him, I don't want him anymore.
He was like a kid with a new toy. I want that. I want that. I want that. Okay, here you go. Meh. And then the next thing, I want that. I want that. I want that.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was instant. And as much as, like him or not, I feel bad for him. So, put him in NWA. Maybe have him go after the television title when that finally gets kicked off at the end of the month. I could see him doing some decent things there. What do you think, Baby Yoda? Where should EC3 go?
I want to send him to Impact. If there's a chance that if Brian Cage leaves, not saying that he will, not saying that he won't, but it would be a nice big gap for him to fill. Not as big as Cage, but still a big dude.
He's not a machine.
No.
No, he's not. He's not. But I mean,
but he is the top 1%.
And I mean, yeah, he would be able to bring in like a new gimmick, this, that, and the third. But I think he would do good in Impact. Have him go after. I hate to say this, but it'd be interesting to see him like pursue the heavyweight title, whether it's in Tessa's hands or someone else's. Have him work up to that. It would be interesting to see him there. Yeah, I think he would have a good challenge.
Go to Impact and be like, "You've been defeated by the top 1%."
That'd be great.
I'm not here for human percentages. I'm here for automation. And that's machine.
The machine.
I'm here hoping Cyberdyne Systems starts up.
Yeah, I hope you go to Impact. Do great there. Oh shit.
Yeah, I you know what? I have to take a break from Trash and Treasure to do a bonus Keep It or Kill It since it's been out there for about a week now and it's been back and forth. Brian Cage will sign with AEW. Keep it or kill it.
Keep it.
Oh, she didn't even let me get to the sound. She was just like, Where did it go? Okay, here we are.
Awesome!
All right, so Baby Yoda's keeping it. What do you think, Jose?
Keep it. I would like to see him in
AEW. Yeah, I'd like to see a big guy in there and bring the challenge on. Yeah. Because he's not just a big guy. He's a big, agile guy who can do a lot of crazy shit.
Oh, he's a machine for sure.
Yeah.
He does shit at that size
And
that nobody else does.
And he can definitely like roll with the big dudes, the little dudes. He can roll with everybody.
Right.
That
Okay,
being
so
said, if he stays, I don't mind. He has a lot of chemistry
Oh yeah, absolutely.
with a lot of the people on Impact, especially since he was in Lucha Underground
Yes.
with all of them. So.
and even Melissa is still under contract with Impact, as far as I know.
Well, I mean, look at Moxley and Young, Cole and what's her name? Britt Baker. You know, two different.
Yeah, but it seems like with them opposed to the other couples, he actually gives a shit about his wife. I don't.
Oh,
Shot fired.
oh.
Shot fired.
Do I have to go back up now? Do I have to? I'm sorry. Did I accidentally pull that gun out?
Shots fired!
You know, because like he got Melissa there, and then he actually, you know, stuck around after his contract, signed another one, and even when he's, you know, even when he's out doing his shows and stuff, she's on, well, was on Twitch doing, you know, live feeds for
Yeah,
Impact during
true.
the show, and he'd even kind of hop on in there and be all lovey-dovey with her, kind of. I want to say like you two are, but not really, because you're. Yeah, that's real love, folks. That's
Hold on. I don't think the volume is too high on this. Let me turn it up.
That camera's off. Get ready for some choppy.
ooh. You don't threaten that. That happened once. It was a real thing.
I actually lived.
Never forget the big Valboski.
Lived in the community behind those condos when that happened.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, because it happened in Manassas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I
Yep.
totally forgot because I was still up in Philly and I was just hearing about it and I was like, they found it where?
Highway.
It was on the side of the road for 6 hours and they're gonna reattach it. I was like, ew, he got a zombie dick.
Well, she still lives in the area too.
Hey, that man made a career.
He
He
did.
really did.
He really did.
He really did, between the adult videos and hanging out with Val Venus and
The whole ass thing.
You know what? How could Val Venus do the sleazy thing and Rod Van Dam does it and we just feel bad?
Because it's different. He didn't look like he got drugged.
That's true.
remember that meme this morning where congratulations, you traded gimmicks and RVD is in
Oh,
bed
yeah.
and Val Venus is pimping out like weed and he's got a pot. It's like somehow they
just got their wires
Yeah,
crossed.
they've got-
welcome to Freaky Friday. Somehow Val Venus and
Val Venus is now Weed Venus.
but yeah, I'm sitting here thinking like with Brian Cage, should I just kill it because you guys kept it? And the more I think about it, the more I can't. It's just like I would love to see him, like, if he stays in Impact, fine, cool.
No, I would like to see.
But
Yeah, definitely. I love. Yeah.
again, I'm trying to pump every big man, like any good big man, into AEW because I'm tired of hearing like, well, everybody there is too small, so keep it.
My thing is,
Awesome!
where are these comments coming from? Like, who are these giants that are over here? Like, I want to be represented while I'm watching TV. I'm sorry, I didn't know you.
I think
They're in their mom's basement.
I didn't know you look like Wardlow.
I was gonna say I think Wendy knows who those people are. There's one word to describe them, and that word is
Muppets.
Waka waka!
I finally got something. Fuck yeah. My life is complete. Good night, folks. Play the music. We're out of here.
That's the end of Top Rope. We peaked.
You know, for 2 months, every time one of them said Muppet, I was like, I have nothing. I need something, and I finally found it.
Now
I had to do it.
Now we have it. We're happy we can die now.
We're never doing a show again. Fuck it. Top Rope's done.
Sorry, Evan. This is it. This is it.
It doesn't get any better than this. Jose showed up for the last show. And I'm sure our haters out there are like, yes!
Our one hater, because apparently everyone loves us.
They really do. We love you too, YouTube.
Right?
All right, so going back to Trash and
Yeah.
Treasure here, the next team we have on the list is a talented bunch. They've gotten some exposure, but never really quite put in a position that I think they deserve to be in, and that's the Revival. They've come out and said we're taking some time off on Twitter. Like we're just going to sit at home. We're going to wait for this contract to expire. Then we're going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because I speak Twitter, so when they say we're taking some time, it's like no, you're leaving.
Nope, we're out. I think it's my turn to start.
I believe it is, and
Okay.
even if it isn't, go ahead. I don't.
I want to send them to NWA because they have that ground and pound, which is very old school. And they have an old school feel too, and I think they would fit in perfectly in NWA because of that. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way, but they seem like the kind of guys who could walk out with like Jim Cornette managing them.
Oh God,
God.
yeah.
Just the look,
It's
the
true, though.
presence.
I've wanted to send so many boxes of Kleenex to Cornette every time he spoke about the Revival.
Oh my God, yes.
Like, the Revival! Oh God, I can't finish my sentence. Fuck, those boys are great.
Those boys are damn it!
Every time I watch NXT, I don't watch it unless I know, and someone goes down the line, who calls me, and he calls me and he says, "Jim, turn on the TV, the Revival's on," and I pull my pants down, get comfortable, watch the Revival, and I'm like, God bless them. They bring pride back to the white man in wrestling. Oh, I mean, they bring back pride to wrestling. Oh, it slips out, folks. Jim likes to speak truth sometimes. And,
At least he said it. If I said it, I'm the wrong color, and we're going to hell.
We went there, folks.
We really did. I want to say something about fried chicken so bad, but I won't, because again, wrong color. Can I say Jim takes his hand out of the bucket of fried chicken to jerk off to the Revival because it's lube?
He uses the chicken grease as lube.
just 12 herbs and spices. This fried chicken is butt kicking. Oh!
Just punching, kicking, and slamming. Ha!
And there he is, just in a puddle of shame, old clownette in front of the TV.
Oh, geez.
I love how I said something nice about him and then we tore him apart for 5 minutes. I was like, wow, that just went downhill quickly, didn't it, folks?
It torpedoed downhill.
It's deserving.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That was great. No
I
apologies.
accepted that train right off. The
Oh
rails.
yeah, you did, and we loved it.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, this show derails so much. We might as well live on the side of the track. So we're good. We're good. But yeah, I could see, I could definitely see them in NWA. They seem like the type. Do we know who's next? Because I've lost my damn mind at this point.
I think it's me.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
think I already spoke, but
Yeah, you did.
I would, you know what? I would send them to AEW just for the sheer fact that they need more tag teams with chemistry.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And they have so many high flyers. It'd be nice to
Not
have.
only that.
Wow.
That whole, at least before they got off Twitter, that whole like Twitter war with the Bucks and the Elite,
Yeah.
bring the Revival to AEW and just boom. Like your storyline is written
I
in
think,
social
if
media.
Revival kind of did it get where any high flyer they did a double move where they can snatch a high flyer.
Oh
from the
yeah,
ground.
just like yeah.
Yeah, and basically
Bring 'em
call
right
them the
down.
high flyer killers or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah. Just fist to the flips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. If I had wanted it, I'm trying to think of something else because it's like I don't want to keep agreeing. I want to keep things interesting. I'm going to say, let's send them to Impact, because if you notice lately, Impact Wrestling, not a lot of tag teams anymore.
That is true.
No,
It's like you got the North and they're champs and they're great, and then you've got these guys that just kind of pair up to take them on. Like originally, you had
Rich Swan,
what was it? Eddie Ed
back.
went and grabbed partner Fuji, and that didn't work out. And then
Yeah.
Rich Swann and the Mac were supposed to fight them at Hard to Kill, and Rich Swann got injured, and Willie Mack tried to take him out 2-on-1, and damn near did, because that man is fucking amazing. Fly, fat boy, fly. You are.
I like him by himself, though.
Yeah,
I feel,
yeah.
That's how I've grown accustomed to him, like Lucha Underground. You know,
Definitely, yeah.
he's definitely better off on his own. They don't really have a lot of tag teams left in Impact. I mean, there's the North, the Rascals, and maybe Reno Scum. And then it's like, what do we got? Let's see.
You know, everything else is like staples.
Nothing.
Like the Dusty Hit Squad is a stable.
I like the Dusty Hit Squad.
Was it Callahan's group stable? What's his name? Purple hair Ace
Yeah.
stable.
Well, that's with Reno Scum. And then, of course, they had OBE. They had Jake Christ and his brother
Thank you.
tagging up.
I couldn't remember.
And then they moved one of them to the X division, and that pretty much, it was like, okay, no more of them.
Yeah.
That's it. You're on your own. You know, they have stables, they have factions, but they don't have a lot of tag teams. So I think the Revival could get in there and maybe even have a couple of good matches with the North, even though they're both kind of the same team. Kind of.
It could be like a
America versus Canada.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it could be like to establish alpha tag team dominance too.
Yeah. So that pretty much that works out. It worked out better than I thought it was going to, even though we derailed for a second. Now the next one you can take as you want, because he says he's about to be a free agent. He has changed his name on Twitter.
We know it's not real, but let's play in the field of imagination.
But yeah, let's just drift off in our mind.
It's still real to me.
Let's just drift off into our minds, boys and girls, into a land of fantasy and
Where Rusev is no longer trapped by that harpy.
No, Jose, that's not how you say
which
it.
one? Everything else, Valley Girl. Rusev. But yeah, let's just pretend that Rusev wants to leave WWE, even though his wife re-signed.
His real wife, they're still married, just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Oh no, we're breaking kayfabe.
It's still real to me.
Sorry, wrestling world. I'm sorry. Take me back.
Horny.
Oh,
Please,
secrets.
WWE did it for like 6 years. We get away with it once. We're cool. But yeah, I'm trying to think of a place where Rusev would actually fit in. It's like NWA, yeah, but Impact would be a good one.
If the machine stays.
If
that would be a great rivalry.
That would be a great rivalry.
Yeah, it would. In fact, anywhere Brian Cage goes is where Rusev would need to go. Like, if he's going to AEW,
I would
we need
love
to bring Rusev in.
I'd pay good money to see
If
that.
he stays with Impact, we need to get Rusev in Impact, even though he's not going to go. This is all just our minds.
Girl can dream.
Come on, boys and girls, let us in.
Yowie wowie!
But yeah, that's pretty much my answer. Anywhere Cages is where Rusev needs to be, because that needs to be a rivalry like tomorrow.
I think we're
I
all
need to see
against it.
that. Anybody else have anything, or should we just move on?
I think we all just
We
basically
unanimously agree.
Unanimously, that's fine. That's cool.
90% wherever Cage goes.
Pretty much.
Facts. All right, now the next team. Originally, they said they were released.
Part.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're gonna do this just for Jose, because originally they said WWE said they were released and then suspended one of them. I don't know what the fuck is going on. How do you suspend somebody that's been released? But the Colognes, Primo and Epico. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do we think they're going to end up?
I don't know. Same last name. I don't know. Might be.
You never know. No, his last name really is Cologne.
I know. I didn't want to.
Yeah, tell him my damn information.
What? Sorry.
Jeez.
What? They saw your face.
And they can be located at. We'll just pass out the address, the emails.
Everybody, that name is like basically saying John Smith. It's a very
It really
common
is.
name.
It's so common. Oh, did you freeze?
Oh my God, he's frozen.
Frozen in time.
I don't know if we're still alive. So.
Well, we're recording. We're not really live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, okay. So I guess we could just talk.
That was good. Come back. Or did we?
I think we did. Mine says you're recording the call.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And we're
All right.
back.
Hey, we had a little technical difficulty. Sorry about that. So we were just about to discuss the colognes before my side decided to take a crap. And,
It went poopskis.
yeah, it definitely took a big poopskis. It was like, nope, don't want to poo. So I guess, why don't we start with Jose on this one, since he needs to be up for work. Where do you think the colognes should end up?
Oh. What do you do with a brand that's just been crapped on?
Send them to Puerto Rico.
Well, they have an established, like they have their own
Yeah, they have their own promotion down there.
down there.
So
Right.
it's like go home basically.
No.
I think usually when somebody gets crapped on enough, they end up in Impact.
Yeah.
You know, Kurt Angle, I can't remember, Ms. Dell / Aaron Stevens,
You know what?
Bobby Lashley,
Oh yeah, Lashley was down there for a while. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Drew
Nice.
McIntyre.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Impact would be a good rebuild. I would say, go back home, but their brother
Carlitos
did that, and he's doing side gigs for
Everybody.
no, he's doing like side gigs for like that show on Netflix. The
Glow,
Glow.
Oh yeah.
He played
Yeah.
Will's brother.
Oh, that's right.
he plays a famous wrestler.
Yeah.
It's a stretch.
It's a very big stretch.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the colognes, it feels like it's either Impact or maybe MLW.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
they kind of, especially now with them partnering up with AAA and they're working on getting a new network deal, it feels like they could kind of come in and just, put a little shine on them and
Yeah.
help them build while rebuilding themselves.
Yeah.
So I know they're not a major promotion, but it seems like a viable option. I don't know if AEW is right for them. I
No.
don't think they're right. I
They
don't
already
think they're right for NWA.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
Stop
Don't
interrupting.
forget John's talking.
AEW does need some color.
They do, but I don't know if the colognes are exactly like the right fit.
No, they don't. I would like them. Yeah, I would like them to go back to like ML or Impact. I would like them to like bring back like actual Puerto Rican style wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Because John Moxley, that's where he
came out of
started,
Puerto
and that's why
Rico.
he's so hardcore
Yeah.
and hits so hard. Is
Yeah.
because essentially Puerto Rican style wrestling is Japan style wrestling, but with barbed wire and pins
Yeah.
all day, every day.
Yeah, it's straight up. It's hardcore strong style, is what it is.
It's essentially
really is.
it was essentially ECW before ECW.
Yep.
Which I love.
Yeah.
Ask
Right.
Wendy. Last Sunday, I was trying to bring them back. So
Like if you see their dad, dude, that dude's forehead is jacked up.
Mhm.
That would be kind of cool if they started like a hardcore promotion, Puerto Rican style here in the States.
Like sitting here rubbing like my old blade mark. I'm like, no. I can feel it itch.
An itch and PTSD.
I'm okay. I'm
Set the
okay.
table on fire.
Every time that gothic Peter Pan comes on, it's just,
Just a little bit. Oh man. Here we go again. Like Dustin Rhodes against his brother at Double or Nothing. I was like, oh.
Yeah, dude, oh my god. They were like slathered in blood. I was like, Jesus.
Like he needed a man pun. He really did. Just plug that shit.
Right. Stick that pad right on my forehead. Let's keep going.
That manzy pad.
Extra absorbent.
All right, so
We're at.
We all agree on the clone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we
yeah,
have
we're
kind of a Impact MLW. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, they would just be
Something
there.
where they could kind of rebuild their brand a little bit, since WWE has took a massive shit on them
Oh yeah.
and made them bullfighters, even though they're from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, they were like bullfighters, and then they started selling real estate, and
Yeah.
then they and every time they were doing like commercials, like come to Puerto Rico.
They just kept going to the recycling bin of gimmicks, and they were like, "Oh, bullfighters, good shit."
I was like this close. I'm like, if these jackasses come out one more time, and if they come out with a redhead, and all she goes is, "Oh, cologne," and they go, "Oh, Lucy,
You got some splaining to do.
to do." Like,
Way!
that's their manager. I would have been like,
Fuck this shit.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
out.
That would have been great. I
Oh my god,
They
yeah.
come out like their manager is Lucille Ball, and
Lucille Ball, and they
and
just
like
run-
they come with congos and they just do the.
Oh, Lucy can finally be in the show. And no millennial is gonna get that.
Every time they get hit, it's like, not my cologne.
Oh god, you'd have to change their names to Ricky and Ricardo.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ricky and
Ricky
Ricardo.
Ricardo. Yeah.
Ricky and Ricardo Cologne. All right. Sorry. So the next person we have on our list might not be a free agent, might still be stuck. But Mike Bennett, not Kanellis.
Not Canales.
That ain't his name. It's kind of sad because he was on the Indies and even in Impact, he was pretty damn good. And then he came to WWE and he took his wife's last name and he lost his balls and now he is gone.
They just took it right from.
They even just snatched his storyline and threw it at like Lana and Rusev. They're like, no, we're just done with you. We'll give it to another couple. Fuck you.
Storyline, man.
Like, how dare you knock your wife up for the second time? Get the fuck out of here. We're doing this with Lana and Lashley. Like, just. Is there actually saving Mike Bennett?
The whole like it might not be his baby.
Yeah.
That
It
was
like,
crazy. That dude.
And originally, it was Rusev's baby.
Man, we need to check his Pornhub history. It is chock full of cut porn.
oh my god.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
no, Vince McMahon has a lot of fetishes. A lot.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
You can see it just by watching every week. You can just tell his Pornhub history. It's like there's cuck in there. There's a lot of submissive shit.
Cuck is
With the
Tuesdays.
Kiss My Ass Club. There's a lot of fetish.
Salad Thursday. He has his little playlist.
He's got his hardcore guy gets shocked in the testicles in the.
That's the weird shit.
He's a sick man.
This whole fascination with like with that storyline with the femdom, and it's like I cucked you, and then the whole Rusev, and then like I cucked you, but we're cheering for Rusev, but we're only cheering for Rusev to just get rid of her.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just so weird. It's just off-brand.
It's just so off. It's more off the rails than this show has been.
Yeah.
To be honest, there's no way out. None.
Not really. They like painted themselves into a corner at this
Because
point.
we'll cheer for Rusev if that means we get rid of Lana. Oh, we'll just signed a 5-year extension, so she ain't going nowhere. Thanks, Vince.
And I think like Vince has this. I think it's like the whole old school mentality where it's like they hate her, so that means that they'll keep on watching.
Yeah,
That's
that's what it feels like.
It's like,
And
no, I turn it
It's
off.
like
Just like when the
you
division was the
you
thing,
wanna.
I would turn off the TV and then wait.
It's like I know you want to be trending on Twitter and you want people to get heat, but there's only so much of it that you want. You don't want to be trending for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Like if everybody's saying I hate your fucking show and they're using the hashtag, you don't want to be trending for that.
You really don't know. And then they're like, oh, well, we were the most talked about. Yeah, because everyone hated it.
It's one thing like for, somebody to get heat like MJF style or Miz where they just come out and they run their mouths and they get people to boo them. It's another thing to catch heat because you hate the actual person and you hate watching them.
The thing is,
because
I feel bad because it's like the portrayal is making me hate you.
Because for example, Raw was trending on Twitter for hours at a time. It was also the least watched Raw in almost 3-4 years.
It was.
You don't want to be trending for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Like, I shut your shit off, hashtag Raw.
He doesn't process that. He just, in his mind, trending is good. It means our name is on people's lips and people are watching. But it's
because it comes from that old school mentality.
Yeah.
Or that small mentality of any publicity is good publicity. But once you're as big as WWE is,
it's good or bad. There's just publicity. As long as
once you're on the level that WWE is, some publicity is not good. Some trending is not good. If people are saying "fuck your show, I'm not watching," that's not good.
What we need to communicate to the audience is the only way Vince understands we don't like it is, hey, you go to the shows, Lana comes out, just be quiet.
Yeah.
Because he comes from that old
saying,
if they're booing or they're cheering, that means they want you on stage.
Yep.
It means they pop.
It's a pop. So you know what? Hey, she comes out, she does her thing, crickets. Just crickets.
Yeah. We need like Peter Avalon in the crowd running around going, shh.
Hey, Jean-Jean Le Bon. Shh.
Oh, my heart's broken.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, go back to it though, is there any saving Mike Bennett at this point?
No.
I mean, he's basically been castrated on national television, and not just recently. I mean, the minute he stepped in WWE.
Maybe just go all the way down to the indies and rebuild.
And you know what the sad thing is? The sad thing is he got castrated, and where's his wife on TV?
Yeah, they took both of them off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Believe me, if she wasn't pregnant and had like a belly out to here, that she would probably still be on TV and he would be sitting at home.
Yeah, pretty much.
But the sad thing is, she's not coming back, folks.
No.
If Vince also had like prego chick fetishes, she'd be on TV every week. At least we know that's not in the search history.
Yeah.
He has some standards. Yeah, I think it's like complete reboot for Mike Bennett. Now the one that I love that I've saved for last, even though we've talked about him a couple times here and there, I still want to get into it. Matt Hardy.
Bring
Matt
back.
Hardy.
Bring broken back.
Bring broken back. No, I mean, it's one of these things we've talked about. Do we want him behind the scenes? Do we want this? Do we want that? I want him as broken Matt Hardy so bad I can taste it. I have watched all those little free the delete videos on YouTube, that whole series. I've watched him go back to it, be in limbo, do this, do that. And the more I watch it, the more I want it. And the more I can't believe. Even Bray Wyatt gave Matt Hardy credit on Twitter for rebuilding him.
That was so cool.
And that was great. It was like, because it's true, but it was still great. And you could see even he was trying, like, let's get this man back in this building and with me.
Also, let's say that, let's be honest, Broken Matt is the only one that actually can leash his brother.
Oh, Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy.
Yes.
Definitely. Because when they had that compound match and like that whole storyline with the compound match and the whole Willow and
ultimate deletion and
the whole thing that was some of the best work they've done, in my opinion.
Like, Impact was bad when even that couldn't save it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that's true.
Because it was amazing, but Impact still just.
Yeah.
But then look at it now.
Yeah. Oh no, it's doing great now. It's doing much better now.
ROH is the bad one.
Oh my God. Yeah.
ROH is the new TNA.
Look how they have a senior citizen that's their champion.
Yeah.
Champion again?
PCO.
The Becky and Frankenstein.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That weird ogre dude.
PCO.
Quebecois.
Quebecois? From Quebec? Uh-huh.
The French Frankenstein.
Croissant, croissant, titty, titty. Uh-huh.
Where's like Soul's sister when I need her? Just voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Where's the
the football pad. Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's
something E.
Hmm?
I can't remember. I can't remember his fucking name now.
But
oh god, no, I can't either.
It doesn't matter. Oh.
She got her hand caught in her hair.
He's part of the villains or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Villain Incorporated, yeah.
It's just his like.
You know.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Matt Hardy, I mean, he'd go back to Impact, but no, I want AEW.
Who was it that suggested? And it would have been a great idea if he had been the Dark Leader of the Dark Order.
Oh, the exalted one of the Dark Order.
He was the exalted one.
Oh, that would be cool. I think that was Bruce.
Yeah, I think Brucey said it. Yeah.
I would shoot ropes.
He either said Matt Hardy or Christopher Daniels. I can't remember which one, but it was in that discussion on our Facebook group.
I think he had mentioned both. Either one would be great, but I think Matt Hardy would be the better.
Matt Hardy ended up being the exalted one in Dark Order would be amazing because he could do a whole gimmick. He'd have this whole big crew. You know, he might actually straighten this story out and this group out and like legitimize them in AEW. And even if it was just him going there and they get to use their production, their budget, their airtime to throw Broken Matt out there. Yeah. Awesome. Either way, awesome.
And it would be great. Like, they could like bring jobbers, and he could be like his whole like delete just basically makes him like comatose, and that's like their food.
Oh my god, yes.
Like, delete, and then it's like, and then they just get to the gimps.
Yeah, and then like the lights go out, and then boom, everyone's gone.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, where did they go? Oh my god, yeah, no, legit.
See, the shit just writes itself. It's like the Colognes with Lucille Ball. I feel like we should be on someone's creative team.
Right?
I feel like we should be on someone's creative team. This should be
freelance creative writers.
This is better than anything WWE has put out in the last 2 years. Because they don't really create anymore. I don't know if anyone's noticed that. They just recycle shit. It's like John Morrison's big debut. Okay, all this time he's been gone. All this Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact, Slam Town, all this shit that he's done, all these factions, and then when he comes back to WWE, he's the same dude that they released. Roro.
Sandow.
Yeah, they're turning him into Sandow.
Yeah.
He's the new Sandow because he's with Miz.
Yeah.
I mean, he was with Miz in ECW, the reboot.
Yeah. They were together for a while.
But
it was such an anticlimactic
debut.
Re-debut. It was so anticlimactic because it was like, oh man, he's gonna come out at like the Rumble or like he's gonna like parkour into the ring or some crazy shit, and
he's just gonna like pull the type of shit. He's gonna pull the type of shit that Kevin Owens pulled on Raw last week, where he just runs up and flips.
You know, he like yeeted himself.
Rude had a better return.
He really did. A better return.
Like there were a lot of returns lately between Joe and the Usos and that kind of stuff.
Something more exciting, full of pyro and parkour and all the fan and everything, but instead it was just, I'm opening a door. I'm John Morrison, and the Miz is not available. Close the door.
I'm on Miz TV.
You fluffing him? What's
right?
going on?
Like what?
Right? Like what are you doing exactly? I don't.
One, why'd you have to introduce me with your whole name?
It's another one of those. It's another one of those Chris Hansen moments from Dateline where you just look at John Morrison and you're like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here, let's have a talk."
We'd like to see you in the
What are you doing? Are you Mr. Mundo 6969 on.
Underscore
Did you
420.
send these messages to Mr. Mizanin? You know, it was kind of a cringe moment. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know, man.
Weird.
Sometimes those pervs bring like a banquet, son. I
They'll
kind
show
of,
up with like a 6-pack and condoms.
I kind of,
Right.
I kind of want to like.
And they
they
all
bring a pizza in.
they all loved sweet tea. Did you ever notice that? Like anytime they were like, "Oh no, this might be a sting. I better get out of here." And then like the decoy is like, "I made sweet tea." And they're just like, "Oh, all's good now." And they just run in and pour themselves a glass.
Whoa. Sweet tea, you said?
Right.
Say no more. Let me sit back the fuck down.
Okay, I thought I was going to get arrested, but you never get arrested with a cup of sweet tea in your hand. So
We were at. I'm going to come somewhere. Anyway, pour away.
it's just, yeah, the whole thing was just a little weird, and it was like the most wasted debut out of all of them recently. I mean, even Joe came back. He looked good. He had that cool little braid going on.
Yeah, dude, like the double.
I don't know. I was kind of upset. Like I liked Joe coming back, but then when they brought the Big Show back, I was
Who
like,
still had a better comeback than Morrison.
He did.
Did he though? We went like this. We went.
He really did though.
Who are they? Oh, it's the Big Show.
But it held me like in anticipation, and then okay, so I was like, but at least he had a match.
That's true.
At least he got to knock Seth Rollins the fuck out.
Exactly. Whereas Morrison just like open door, say hello, close the door.
Open door, say hello, come to the ring, sit with the Miz, talk for 2 seconds. Kofi comes out, done.
I was really looking for him to do his bounty hunter gimmick for WWE.
Oh shit! Yeah, that would have been awesome.
I just wanted to hear him. I just wanted to hear him say somebody was going to Slamtown. I wanted to see if they get away with that in WWE. Because every time he did in like Impact or Lucha Underground, I laughed a little bit.
Oh, I laughed a lot.
Okay, I laughed a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I just
not laugh at Slamtown. Like
it's hard to take somebody seriously when they're telling you they're gonna take you to Slamtown.
Slamtown is right next to Suvi City.
Yo, that bit between R-Truth and Brock, I died up until he attacked R-Truth.
Brock, right. I don't want you taking me to Suvi City.
I loved how he was calling out Paul Heyman. I know. At first, I thought he was really stepping to the beast, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Paul, I'm gonna take you with the Royal Rumble," and Paul's like, "I'm not in the Rumble. Brock is." Oh, I have now pulled myself from the Royal Rumble.
Can we say?
First time ever.
Can we get that man a back brace? Because he's carrying that company.
He really is.
Can we say that R-Truth is the gift they don't deserve in WWE?
It's true.
I mean, it's just, I love that.
The People's Angel?
The People's
Angel, yeah.
I love that man and the way he looks up to his childhood role model, John Cena. Never mind that John Cena is younger than him.
He's still holding on to that shtick.
With it.
Oh, so good.
He's still waiting for little Jimmy to come back. Isn't that right, little Jimmy?
Honestly.
Oh, dude, he has such a Andy Kaufman kind of vibe when he's doing his off the cuff stuff that it's really so good.
Even his Instagram and his Twitter are like hysterical. I love him on these.
He's like so mentally ill. He's healthy. I don't know how else to explain it.
So good. Like it's to the point when Brock hit him, I was like, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah. I stopped being amused, and I was like, why would you do that to R-Truth?
I know.
Why?
That man is.
He's an angel.
Like why would you? That's just not cool at all. Like don't hurt Truth. don't hurt Truth. No.
I just wanted to put R-Truth in a little bubble and save him from the bullshit.
But at the same time, guys, that's how you do a heel.
True.
For as much as I dislike that part-timer, I have to agree.
I can't argue.
He's the only one doing the gimmick right. Wrestling people don't like him because he's a part-timer.
Yep.
And
I don't even mind that. Like I said it last week, I like Brock Lesnar. I don't like the way they use Brock Lesnar.
I don't like the way they use Brock Lesnar. I don't like the fact that
It's supposed to
holding
be
out, just like Riho.
yeah,
You
a
know?
little. But at
You-
least Riho has an excuse because she's got 2 contracts. It's just the way they use Brock Lesnar, not even part-time. It's just he's supposed to be a beast, but they make him either look like a bully or they make him look weak.
Yeah.
Like they make him look like he's throwing around guys that are so much smaller than him, or he's losing to Seth Rollins after he practically killed him 5 days before that.
Seth is the beast killer.
The
No,
beast
the
player.
of Monday night.
No, now he's the Monday night Messiah. Because that's just what we need. Another Shield member stealing the Undertaker's gimmicks. Because first we had I'm the big dog and this is my yard. Now we've got the Ministry of Not So Darkness on Monday Night Raw. And Seth Rollins is the Messiah. He's gonna come out with those robes with the and his own little burn it down cross like the Undertaker had with the T.
Is he gonna kidnap Stephanie McMahon? Or
Oh, but this time it'll be him instead of Hunter.
Oh no, you know what would be great if he kidnapped Lana. Like, yes, she's off TV.
Just redo that whole storyline, but with him and Lana.
it'd be funny if the crowd,
It would make me love.
Video of like I've kidnapped Lana, and the crowd goes, "Make it a snuff, make it a snuff."
As soon as I said I've kidnapped Lana and you'll never see her again, the crowd's just gonna. Oh my god! Yeah. Oh yes, the New Japan Wrestle Kingdom golf clap, which is epic.
I love
It's better when there's 40,000, but
40,000 golf claps.
By the way, that's how I clap at all indie shows.
True. We do polite golf claps. We like to be
right.
Especially if we don't know who's coming to the ring. It's just like, don't know who to cheer or boo. You both get
we're such polite people to begin with.
And then as the match goes, I'm like, oh, that seems to be the vagrant. Boo, hiss.
Boo, boo, I say. Boo that man.
Boo that man.
Because again, we're so polite. But
the most polite of people.
Always.
Excuse me.
Polite. Manners.
All right, well, I bow.
Oh, yes.
The list is complete.
That's fine. I think between the first segment before my computer took a dump, and then this piece, I think we've definitely come up with enough to put together an awesome show.
You definitely. Oh, too sweet.
Anyway,
time
to feed the chicken.
Time to feed the chicken.
So,
no.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody tuning in for this, especially if you stuck around for the end. I guess we should try to get serious. Would you like to tell everyone where they can find us on social media, and then we'll just...
Sure, yeah. You can find us on the Facebooks at Top Rope Wrestling Talk. You can find us on Twitter at Top Rope WT, WT for those who don't speak shorthand. Where else are we?
That's pretty much it for social media at the moment.
Yeah, we're on.
We have a website for our podcast platforms. That's anchor.fm/TRWT.
Yeah.
If you go to that, you're going to see all of our episodes. But we are basically everywhere podcasts can be enjoyed. So find us, rate us,
listen to us,
review us, listen to us, keep us. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please feel free to comment on anything you might have heard in this show below. If you have an opinion, a question, anything, just go right ahead. It's right there. And,
you guys,
of course, subscribe if you haven't. Like us. Share this around on your social medias. I've been saying that lately because we do all we can to help this show grow, and it is. And we could use a little help every now and then. And so if you do like us and you are a subscriber, Share this on your social media pages. Put it on your Twitter. Put it on your Facebook. Spread us around. Help us grow a little bit so maybe we can give you a little bit more than just us rambling for an hour. So, for Baby Yoda herself, and of course, hubby Jose, and who had to go to bed, who we miss already, and your boy Dom. Thank you again for listening. We will probably see you Sunday as the not so fantastic 4 ride again, and have a great weekend, guys. Peace. The Sandman. Ow! How did he do that? Ow! Got soda on my head. Night, y'all.